I've been trying to record on my other camera so that I can do like intros and stuff and do it on my camera, but the screen is so small and I have to like push it so far away from me even to see myself on the screen. It's just, oh God help me. It's just so making me so myopic. I just can't, I'm just not used to it. I'm not used to not being able to see myself in the screen. I don't know. I don't know. I literally spent like all this time doing this class to do these videos, and it's just, I'm struggling. Like, I know I'm going to be able to get it together, but one thing about myself that I literally cannot stand is that it takes me forever to do anything. Like, I literally live in a cyclical way, so I'm always doing the 1, 2, 3 most important things every day, which is basically, you know, I don't even understand anymore. I can't deal with it. I cannot deal with it. I literally, from this moment on, I got to figure out a way to upload these videos from my phone onto my YouTube. That's it. That's all I'm doing. So, I was recording on the camera, but I couldn't see myself at all. I didn't even know how it was coming out. Nothing. So I just literally felt like something blew up my fuse. So I just said, that's it. I'm not going to do it. So now I got to do it all over again. Talk about it all over again. Okay, so it's hard for me to explain my teaching because it's so comprehensive and so in depth. The only way I can explain it is just to keep repeating kind of like the same thing. This teaching is for people that can't make it in the matrix. This isn't for people that are still making it in the matrix, that are still, you know, whatever, cranking it out and thinking that they're going to do whatever. This is for people that literally have no more hope to make it in the world and want and need another way. The way is to do the inner work. It's not just a 1-2 step. So anyway, the manual sets, there's 2 manuals. Both of them are 245 pages. This manual right here is the first manual. The first 2 chapters, which is like 100 pages, talks about what is the matrix, how do they operate, what do they do specifically with scientific proof. All the categories, it outlines everything so you recognize and understand what it is and how they operate. Then chapter 2 is the 13 steps to be a divine human. So the first chapter is the 13 devices of the matrix. They use, each of the 4 pillars of the matrix use the same devices. And the second one is how to be a divine human, the 13 steps. The thing of it is, it's all based on being sovereign. So if you're sovereign, you're perfect, whole, and complete. You don't need to keep going through these healing devices, which is basically the matrix. I'm broken, I need to be healed. I'm broken, I need to be healed. It's a state of salvation to your original sacred sovereign soul's purpose contract with source. That's it. If you're not doing that, there's no fulfillment. But it's a choice. It's not really a good, a bad, a wrong, or a right. It's 2 different worlds. It's 2 entirely different worlds. So step 4 of being a divine human is making Mithra movement, which is my own teaching, which I prove extensively. The efficacy, that it works, what it does, but it takes inner work. So I just completed, I think it's my 4th 18-spoke Wheel of Exhilaration Soul's Purpose Contract with God. I used deck 4. There's 4 decks, they each have 18 cards. So I used this deck. The which yours are this mention? I guess I'll read these cards. So these will be the cards that I read. And anyhow, so I finally did the mythic reading, did the mythic journey, got all the clues, went through each card, created all the contracts. It's hundreds. I think that I probably did end up with about 244 Wheels of Exhilaration Soul's Purpose contracts. They're completely different than Matrix contracts. You have to understand. I could sit here and explain it till I'm blue in the face. It's very in-depth, but I prove everything. It's all scientifically proven. I use an art and science technology. It's my own teaching. So it's not everything. It's just one small little thing. Okay? So anyway, I finally finished the contract. I had gone through the contract, did it handwritten, recorded it onto 18 wave things through my audition, listen to it. So I decided to take a bike ride. Literally, I was bike riding. I'm coming back up the hill. I literally thought I was being chased by this guy or guys in this truck that were trying to kidnap me. It was crazy. And then I ended up like fleeing after 3 times them trying to get me. And I went to this people's garage, and then I knocked on the door, and they brought me home. And then I took my car over there and put my bike in. And I came home. And I started thinking about it more and more. And I still, to this moment, I'm kind of like more erring on it. It never happened to maybe something happened. I don't know. I don't know. It was so strange. It really was so strange. I think it was really the fact that my life has become so boring that I had to make up some kind of drama to get some excitement, add some excitement. So it was exciting. So anyway, let me read these 2 cards today. These are from the Way Shores of the Ascension. Card 66, Understanding Our Origins, Intimacy Beyond Experiences in the Matrix. And then 2, The Alchemy of Polarity, The Freedom Path in a World of Duality, 66. 64 and 66. So this is the first card. And then this is the second card. 10 years later. I don't know. I'm just... It was so weird. So weird. So weird. I mean, I literally was like, I'm either completely, this is not happening, or these guys are going to kidnap me. So I was like, I have to do something, because because it was like I was riding up this really steep hill, so it's like really hard. They could have caught up with me, gone on the side of the road, grabbed me, whatever, jumped out of the car, grabbed me, if they really were. Because I'm serious. Something was happening. I didn't just make it up. But it was weird that it had to do with my contract, Finishing my contract. It was so weird. I don't really want to read the cards right now. I just want to probably just talk for a minute and then go, because I'm just over it. I'm over it. Over it. Over it. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe it's because since I did my contract yesterday, I just feel like it's that whole resting on the rim of existence, being the it's like being that purveyor, the way shower, the overseer of all life. It's like more of an observation type reality. Like I'm observing life and looking at all the different possibilities, all the different multidimensional, the feel, like it's a different kind of life. It's more like a flavor, like all the different harmonic tones and frequencies and experiences coming and converging into this pulsating, colorful, vibrant, exciting. It's like that feeling of going to bed at night and realizing anything could happen, and then I could wake up and just be in this entirely new earth reality. Just have so many things that are coming in at once and converging in this quantum soup that I created with the contract. And I think the whole idea of embodying it and taking it to a whole nother level, because it's like these ideas and concepts, they're so multidimensional, multifaceted, they can become very... But whatever happened, though, I had some scenario that some people were trying to kidnap me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gotten so bad out in the Matrix that they're, like, driving around kidnapping people and selling them. I don't know. it was interesting. I do believe to a degree, I don't know. I don't think it might have been real because I think the first guy in the truck that was yelling at me and driving in a parking lot trying to get me to go into his truck, why did he do that? Like, I'm riding my bike down a road. Why would he pull over like he's going to turn left right in front of me? Like, I'm riding my bike up this way and he's going to turn left. And he's like, hey, you want to ride? Get in. And then I'm like, what? Like, why? Am I really looking like I'm struggling that bad? And did I ask you for a ride? I mean, do I even know you? Like, what? I'm so confused about the social atmosphere. It's like, is this something, like, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? So I figured, let me just drive across the street to the other side of the road and drive it up, and then he'll just whatever. So anyway, he's not even going to the place he's pulling in. He was literally just pulling in for me. So he goes around, turns around, tries to get out this other way, but it was a rope. There was a chain, so he couldn't get out. So he comes back out the way he went in, and I'm just trying to haul butt to get out of there. So I'm like, I don't even want him to know where I'm going, so I'm going to turn left at this road after I drove down the street like 2 blocks. And the guy, he turns left too. So I'm like, oh, this is bullshit. So I'm like, I don't even know. Like, literally, I just turned around when I saw him turning left on the same road I was turning left. I came back and rode up the same way. Then I'm driving up this hill, and it's getting steeper and steeper to the point to where I'm going to have to get off my bike and walk. And this truck drives up, makes a U-turn, and parks, like, right in front of me, like, on the sidewalk with these 2 guys in the car. And at that point, I was just like, okay, hell no. I'm not putting up with this. I don't know. I don't have time to figure out what is actually happening at this juncture. All I know is this is just 3 coincidences in a row of looking like maybe I'm getting chased in a truck. They were all trucks, but I don't know, maybe the third. And then, so I go across this, so I see this house, and these contractors were working on the roof. So I was like, and the garage was open. So I just hightailed it across the street and drove my car, my bike into the garage. I'm not dealing with that. No, that's it. Bike ride over. I don't know what is happening here. And then they pull over, like right after they're here. They come up, okay, so they come up this way. I'm driving my bike up this way. They come up this way, turn around, pull over on the sidewalk where I'm riding my bike. So I'm like, I don't even know. I can't even compute because something's fishy. They were all trucks. They're all men. Like, are they trying to slave trade me? Are they trying to kidnap me? Like, I don't know why they would want to kidnap me. Like, then I started thinking, it's like, oh my God, maybe I should. I mean, I try to cover up when I'm bike riding, but I don't know. No, I have no concept. I don't really have a concept for how I look. But I'm certainly not trying to ride my bike and dress for attention when I ride my bike. I'm covered from head to toe because I don't want the sun on me anyway. So I'm pretty covered. And so they're parked there. They're literally parked across the street, like right across the street from where I'm riding into the garage. So I'm talking to these guys. I'm like, can you give me a ride up the hill? Because I live up the hill. So I'm figuring, you give me a ride up the hill, I'll get in my car and then come pick up my bike. But the bike ride's over. Okay, that's it. My husband's at work, so I'm not going to call him. So they're like, we don't speak English. So I go, is anybody home? And they're like, yeah. So I go to the front door. It turns out 2 people are living there. And I'm like, I'm really sorry. Like, I'm so embarrassed about this and everything. But this guy, like, I feel like, I don't even know. I'm not even 100% sure. But I feel like I'm possibly being followed. Like, by this truck with this guy trying to, I don't know what the deal is. Like, why do they keep following me? Why are they following me in their truck? Like, what is the deal? Is this social behavior? What is happening? Why is this happening? So I'm like, I really feel embarrassed, but my husband's at work. So anyway, can you just drive me up the hill? And then let me leave my bike in your garage and then I'll come pick it up. So they took me home, which was really nice, really nice. I really appreciate it, really sweet. So then I took my truck down, my van down there, and I got it, my SUV. That was what happened after I did my wheels. And then, of course, I was still, then they were still there. They literally were still there. After I pulled my bike in, They take me up to my house. I come down, get my bike. They don't get out of the car. They're not out of the car. They're both just still sitting in the truck. I don't know. And then so I called my husband. He's like, why don't you call the police? I'm not going to call the police. First of all, I don't even know, man. I don't know. Am I just imagining things? I'm not about to call the police and say, blah, blah, blah. I can, protect myself. Get my neighbors to get me home, It was fine. But yeah, when I did get my car, and I got my bike, and then I drove by, they didn't get up. They weren't out of the car. They're still sitting there. Like, what is it? I don't know. So, I'm wondering, I'm feeling like it's some kind of quantum soup thing, It's some kind of, maybe, it's kind of like when you're leaving the Matrix, like in the movie The Matrix, when they're leaving the Matrix, and then the telephone rings or something, and then if they see a blip in the Matrix, then they're screwed because they didn't make it out, or somebody saw them, or something like that. Like maybe the contract created such a magnetic field around me that maybe that guy he definitely was trying to get me to go in the car with him. But I don't know that I think he was turning left. I'm not 100% sure. And the third truck, it was still a truck, but there's two guys in it. And I don't remember there being two guys in the first truck, so that's why I'm a little bit iffy on the whole thing. But maybe it's some type of, like Agent Matrix thing. Like I'm getting out of the Matrix, and then all of a sudden, like I have all these attractor frequencies that are creating, I say I'd be in the Matrix, and then some of you would notice that I'm still in the Matrix, but I'm out of the Matrix. So they're like, who is that glowing, luminous field of, quantum field of luminosity, basically. So they're attracted to it, right? That could have been it. It was a trap. I guess I can go a little bit more. I'll read the cards. Whatever. I was so upset because I had been loading up this video into Facebook and then downloading it and then putting it on my YouTube channel. And now Facebook won't let me do that because, they're just little douchebags. But I was going to start doing my videos on my other camera, but I don't care. I don't care if I take forever to do one damn thing. It's God's decision to create me this way. It's just annoying. Super annoying. I do get things done, though, because I do Kaizen Flow. So the first card is Understanding Our Origins, Intimacy Beyond Experiences in the Matrix. Some of these cards can go this way. I think originally the painting was this way, but it's kind of hard when you're creating paintings for cards and stuff. It's a cute card. 66. She already got, oh yeah, sorry, I didn't have it. Wait, never mind. I'm just going to read it and talk about it. I'll try not to go over 30 minutes, hopefully. Hopefully, darling. Email me at dawnkubart@yahoo.com. Go to my website, goddessartproductions.com. Look at my book sets. Buy them. Hire me. I do lectures. I do mythic readings for groups, individuals. I do personal journeys, mythic reading, mythic journey, and then you can buy the sets. But you'll have all my inside knowledge. I'll scaffold it for you the first time. So basically, it's about living through your original sacred sovereign soul's purpose contract with Source. Would you like to do that, darling? It's so much better. It's so much better. 66. Understanding Our Origins, Intimacy Beyond Experiences in the Matrix. I'm so excited to be reading this. Archetype 1. Logan's Run, a 1976 movie starring Michael York and Jeremy Agutter. Jessica questions Logan. People stay together for the feeling of love. I want to stay with you and be only with you. Logan tells her, the life clocks have no power outside. We're free. We have to go back and tell them that life doesn't have to end at 30. You don't need to be reborn in the fiery carousel. Renewal is a lie. Carousel is a lie. Logan's Run, 1976. When a human attaches the self as an age in any one timeline expression, it creates a boundary and a grid. The human becomes stuck, thereby trapped in linear time frame model of existence. Attributing an age to the self attaches the shortened timetable through the vast matrix systems that overlay that reality, and rapid aging takes over. Archetype 2. Logan's Run, a 1976 movie starring Michael York and Jenny Agutter. It's such an exciting movie. I was there, darling. I was there. Logan is a Sandman, an exterminator of runners. He leans over the runner and says, he could have renewed in a carousel. Why do they run? He takes the silver ankh from his cold hand. Jessica wears a silver ankh around her neck collar. Ankh equals sanctuary. And after the machine turns Logan's clock to end day blinking, he's about to run. Jessica tells Logan, all the children are born and bred, yet it's heard it's better to have a mother. Logan's Run. Subarchetype 1. Isis held both heaven and earth in balance. She was the moon goddess who gave birth to Horus, the god of the sun. Isis carries the Ankh, which is the Egyptian hieroglyph for eternal life. Isis is Osiris's brother and husband. Oh, he is Osiris's brother and husband. I don't know. Together they were king and queen of the earth. So he was the brother. Was he the brother of Isis and her husband? I don't know. Set, the jealous brother of Osiris, and Isis murdered Osiris and hacked his body up into 14 pieces, scattering them through the land. Isis was able to reassemble and bring Osiris back to life. They conceived Horus. Osiris went on to rule the underworld and Isis the upper world. Flowers. Speak of the essences of love and relationships with others. The world myth. Each human is given a birth certificate issued from the government that begins the age programming with schedule of success programs and early decline of aging and death. The Matrix designs the human as a small social construct who is a soul energy unit. The Social Security card designates a human as a product that is owned and controlled by the government. Why? Why, you say? Why would you want to control other people? Aren't we under the contract of divine source, creator, God, divine, sovereign humans creating a paradise earth reality for all? One love, all one, new earth humanity. So the thing of it is, the other is fine, but then there has to be the law of compensation, equilibrium, and the balance. So you can have you, then you need to allow space for sovereign citizens. Because if we're born into this world, but we have no way of surviving in the system. We are incapable and ill-equipped. So there must be made a dispensation and compensation if someone doesn't want to live in the control system for a pittance. The new earth reality. Oh, let's see what that is. 24 minutes. The key to staying on the soul's purpose path is to ask yourself each day what the 1 to 3 most important things are right now. Getting connected to our soul's purpose requires using our life force constructively and being prepared by taking care of the body-mind connections and the relationships and conversations with co-partnering with Source. Preparation requires disciplined practice, study, learning, and integration daily self-inquiry. So this is the card right here. I'm going to have to do part 2 in another video because it's going to go too long. This is why I usually only do one card. But I want to give you an idea on what's in the cards. So the cards are not the teaching. They scaffold the teaching though. They're teaching you the concept of making myth removement through a process of working with the cards. Okay. So if you want to just read the portals and pathways, you can do that. You don't have to read all the stories. But the whole idea is to promote the imagination. Okay. Portals and pathways. People stay together for this feeling of love. I want to stay with you and be only with you. Humans want to form close, intimate relationships that grow with trust and nurturing. Remove the mental belief programs of the birth certificate that captures the soul in the shortened birth, life, and death cycle. Come back to your humanity. The Ankh equals sanctuary, symbolizes seeking the teachings that show you how to create a sanctuary. So as we raise our consciousness, as we become more conscious, more aware, more awareness particles, we can create more. So we have more ability to affect life because we have more particles that interact with all others in life, because we are all inextricably connected to large degrees. So we can create a sanctuary in that way. So when we're doing the original Sacred Sovereign Souls Purpose contracts, that's what we're doing. We're creating an entirely new reality. Okay? Remove the mental belief programs of the birth certificate that captures the soul in the shortened birth, life, and death cycle. Like, for instance, last night I went to my son's house. He lives in the community, so there's a bunch of people there, and we have like a celebration every Friday. So there's music and dancing and food, and it's fun, right? So anyhow, I come home last night and I was just basically chilling, not really doing anything. And so I went to bed, and I just had this thought of the miraculous healing power of my Savior, my Creator, and what He could do with my life, and that I didn't have to keep going downhill and spiraling in ways that I didn't want, that I could receive that miracle blessing of rehabilitation, restoration, reclamation. Okay? Come back to your humanity with Ankh equals sanctuary. It symbolizes seeking the teachings that show you how to create a sanctuary. So what is a sanctuary? A sanctuary is a place of all the needs of a divine human. I mean, just think about it. What is a sanctuary for you? And creating the life in that sanctuary, what does that mean? Isis held both heaven and earth in balance. She was the moon goddess who gave birth to Horus, the god of the sun. Reassemble your life and have dominion over the polarity of experiences in the matrix. Preparation requires discipline, practice, study, learning, and integration through daily self-inquiry. I'm going to do another video because this one's going to be too long. I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know if you like these videos. I know that some people probably think, whatever, I'm not up to par for being professional enough. But the thing is, the teaching isn't about me. It's about you. Okay? This is really from Source for you. And I'm trying to do the best I can to be a source for you. But this is my personality. This is how I am. So I don't know how to be different. Aww. Talk to you soon. Bye.